Well, hello my friends and welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing Atom paints from Ammo. Ammo by Mig, I think is the full name. But this is an all new line of acrylics from Ammo. It's called Atom. And I think there's hundreds of colors. A lot of military colors. They come in sets, particularly if you want a certain aircraft or era of military and whatnot. You can get sets to match. You can buy them individually. For this, we're just going to try this set. I bought this set because it's metallics and it had a nice range of colors, and it was $50 for 12 colors: silver, aluminum, steel, gunmetal, burnt iron, copper, pink, gold, brass, metallic red. What is that one? Can you guys see that name? Aotex green? Never heard of it. And the same for the blue. See it? Green and blue metallic. We'll call it that. How's that? And it's got some features here. A new cap system. Transparent jar. I guess the other ones weren't as transparent to see the color. For brushing and airbrushing. High covering power. Self-leveling. Non-toxic. Odorless. Water-based acrylic. 20 mil size. So at least that's bigger than the old-fashioned 17, which is Vallejo's size, right? 17? Yep. So, here's what we're going to do. I found out you can thin it with lacquer thinner. Or their thinner. I wouldn't use water. They're thinner and cleaner with a retarder. So this is about a giant bottle of theirs. So, I'm guessing you can use any acrylic thinner for hobby paints. And we're going to try alcohol. I didn't hear anybody mention alcohol, but because it can take a lacquer thinner, I'm going to try it. Now, people are going to say, the hell do you want to use a lacquer thinner on this paint for? The whole purpose is an acrylic. Well, no. I paint mostly lacquers, and I have some acrylic paints. And so with that said, I already have the lacquer paints. I don't mind the smell. But if these are cheaper, I mean, these are just over $3 a bottle. So it's a lot less than some other paints. So if you can get them and you get a color you like and you already have the thinner, there you go. You can go ahead and try it. Now, I don't know if it works. We're going to try it. We're going to spray. I'm going to pick one color, and I'm going to spray all three of these, the one color. The their thinner, lacquer thinner. We'll use my new leveling thinner, and we'll try alcohol. So it'll be like a water-based thinner, a solvent, and an alcohol. We're going to try all three. I'm going to spray it, and we'll see the results. Now, instead of going with spoons this time, I will spray a spoon for all of them. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some of these Warhammer figures. Let me show you what I got. I got dozens of these things, and I got to build them. And we got to build a lot of them because there's 12 at least there. And I got to make 3 extra for one color because we're going to try again their thinner, lacquer thinner, and alcohol to see how that works. So I got to make a whole bunch of these. So I think we're going to go ahead and start building some of these. Let's move this out of the way. And yeah, let's get this going. And we are done. The army has been built, and we are ready to proceed with this test. Who is that playing in the background? My favorite, one of my favorite bands, Royal Hunt. This is their breakout album, A Moving Target. They have about 20 CDs at this point. Love this band. That was an instrumental called, where are we here? Here it is, Autograph. A flawless 10 out of 10 CD. If you guys want music that sounds like that, this is the album. Anyway, there it is. There is the Army. Let me go prime these babies. I'm going to put a gray primer down. Always put primer when you're spraying an acrylic. So let me go prime all these. A nice gray primer. Maybe I'll use my primer. The light or the dark, I'm not sure which one yet. So let me get these done, and then I'll shake these up. We'll go over the bottles and see what it looks like out of it. And we're also going to brush paint one of these. So we'll see how it brushes on too. We'll pick a color for brushing. So let me get these out of the way. Let me go prime these, and let's move on with the test. All right, I am back. A bit of time has passed, but for you guys, it was a split second. All right, I primed all of them. I was going to use my my primer, but I ended up going with this because I have tons of these cans of primer, and I got to start using some. This is Vallejo's Gray, and came out great. I got a lot of them done in one big shot. You know, I sprayed them across a stick, taped them all down. So that is what we got. And we're going to use this to hold them. You can see I sprayed some already. Got this from Games Workshop around the corner, along with these guys. I want to thank Jimmy, the manager there. He is a great dude. And he hooked me up with these. And then on the way out, I bought this. What was this, 12 bucks? 12 bucks. Really comes in handy, particularly when I sprayed all of them. When I'm going to spray all of them. And we're going to brush paint this one. Okay, now here's an update, also a behind the scenes update. I said you can use lacquer thinner is what I heard, and I got some mixed pour results and some decent results. This is with my lacquer thinner. It turned it goopy. It didn't thin it. It actually did this. So I tried a bunch behind me. I say behind me because all my thinners are behind me. And what ended up happening is, sounds like the compressor's running. Many didn't work. I got Mr. Leveling Thinner actually thinned it pretty good. There might have been one other one, but most didn't. So I'm going to say stay away from the thinner unless you got your Mr. Leveling Thinner. But the alternative was the isopropyl. It ended up thinning it good. And I could see why. Let me toss this. Is because when I looked at their thinner, cleaner, retarder, I got a flame logo. All right. So that tells me it's some kind of solvent or alcohol. And after smelling it, it's alcohol, definitely. So you don't get that on Vallejo. If you put alcohol, isopropyl in Vallejo, it kills it. It doesn't like it at all. So with Vallejo, you got to use their thinner. But with this, we tested it. Thumbs up. So there's a plus. We're going to get rid of my thinner only for this video. Go buy my thinner. It's awesome. All right. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to use this and this. And early test proved that this works awesome. So save yourself. What was this bottle for me? 15, 20 bucks or something? This was $2. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, let me show you how these come. Well, they come in a nice tray like that. Let's move this out of the way. And there's all our colors. And what we're going to do is we're going to spray all of them, but on camera, we're just going to pick one. And I think I'm going to go with this green because I think that'll show up really good on the camera. And the rest are kind of close. You know when you get these silver and these steels and gunmetals and aluminums and all that, they kind of look a little close. But we will go over. What the hell is this? Ander? Is that who packed it? What does that do for me? I'll call the factory and ask for that guy. Is that him? I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, there we go. There they are. So what we're going to do is, like I said, I think I'm going to go with the green. So let me grab that now. I think it's got a shaker ball in it, believe it or not. There it is. Now I shook it up on my Typhoon paint mixer. You can hear it below. I keep it on the desk, and it's ready to go. So we're going to brush on, and then we're going to airbrush the rest. So let's go ahead and see how this stuff looks. I'll lower this camera a little bit. Hold on, guys. Yeah, that's better. All right. It didn't come sealed, like you have to take off an extra seal. It's already set to go. Here is the thickness of it. It's kind of thick. I might be able to brush it like this, though. You know what? Let's go ahead and try and brush it like this. Let's see. I got a Tamiya brush. I got a Mr. Color brush. And a no-name brush. Let's try Tamiya. I am actually going to get this ready ahead of time. My new glass beakers. I love these things. I just got the 3-piece set in. So let's pour this in here. Clean the brush out. All right, let's go ahead. All right, guys, here we go. We got a clothespin. I'll show you what that's for. I use that in most of my videos when I'm brushing. It might be too thick, though. Well, no, maybe not. I hope if it... Wow. It has good coverage. If this dries without brush strokes, it's what we're trying to see. What I'll do is I'll paint the base, and maybe we'll put some rubbing alcohol in it and see what that will do. It is thick, though. I'm just kind of cover the base, because when I airbrush these, I'm going to airbrush this whole piece as best I can. Obviously, I'm not going to get where the little grippers are here on the side, but, you know, we just want to see what they look like and how well they paint. All right, what we'll do is we're going to paint the back of this dude without thinning it. In the front, I'll put some of their thinner in it. So if we can stretch it, that would be good. There's a lot to paint here. Look at this guy. Can I get behind the shield? Rise of the Shield Hero. Any anime fans out there? Love anime. I watch it with my wife all the time. We got a bunch of anime movies lined up to watch next. Rise of the Shield Hero was great. The first season was great anyway. Alright, so we're going to thin this. Let's stop this for a sec. Alright, I'll even put this in the thinner. Actually, I'm going to use my trick here. Keep it upright so it doesn't bend the bristles. All right, let's try a little bit of that thinner. Let's get ourselves a... No, you know what? Not that. Let's go with their thinner. Let's stick with theirs. I'll airbrush with both, but I'm going to stick with theirs. Doesn't need much. Okay. Also, I want to update something. I got the color wrong. I put my glasses on so I could see better. I was looking through the camera lens originally. It's Otoki. It's Otoki green and Otoki blue. All right. So you don't have to run to the comment section and correct me. I just couldn't see it that well. So that's that. Well, I probably could have thinned this even further, but we're going to leave it like that. All right, here we go. Let's grab the brush again. And we're going to paint this shield here. All right, so we'll see how this dude dries. We'll see if it shows brush strokes or if it doesn't. That'd be pretty good. So far, it goes on really good. You know, I think I like it thicker going on. I think I'm going to like it on the thicker side. But you can stretch your dollar if you're going to thin it a little bit. I mean, we're just going for color samples here, not realism, obviously, because we're painting everything this color. I think it is a cool way to get a color comparison instead of just the spoons. We'll see how it looks, shading and whatnot. All right. All right, I'm going to let this dry. Didn't get all of it, but he looks pretty damn good. All right, got to get him off this thing too, because I'm going to use this to paint the rest. All right, so let me clean off this brush. Usually I like to have it stand upright. Doesn't bend the bristles. And yeah, that's it. So, what was in this? His thinner. All right, we'll keep this. We'll thin some with his. We'll thin some with rubbing alcohol. We'll airbrush both, and then we'll come back. We'll go over every single color. But let me thin this out a little bit more for the airbrush. Let me get another cup, and we'll thin some with isopropyl alcohol, and we'll do a comparo right now. Let's head over to the booth. All right, first up, we're going to try their thinner, cleaner retarder. All right, I loaded up the Swallowtail 0.28. You can see the consistency there. I got it not all the way thin like you would a lacquer, but pretty thin. All right. Let's go over black. All right, now we're trying bare plastic. So what I did was, I'm going to show you a comparison here. This spoon I just showed you is bare plastic, and I sanded it, and then this is what it looked like before I sanded it. It doesn't matter if it's shiny or not because these are all matte finish. But I only sanded it because I didn't have time to soak them and clean them like I normally do. But look at how great it sprays. It sprays like a lacquer. It just goes down. It doesn't do that bubbling and beating up or anything. Already impressed. All right, over the gray. And this is with their thinner, so you could tell the alcohol does help it. It just doesn't beat up like your typical acrylic. The compressor's running. Oh, you guys are going to ask what it's set for. It's set for, let me look down, 20 psi. All right, I'm going to get a glove while we do this guy. Hold on one second. Glove on. Here we go. Just trying to give it a quick coat here, and I like it right off the bat. It just sprays good. It doesn't do the running off, the beating. It sprays like a lacquer or a solvent. It seems that any acrylic that you can thin with alcohol seems to have a good spraying property to it. Trying to get in all these little spots here, but she came out good. Impressed. I am impressed. We'll see how it dries. Let me clean out the airbrush, and let's get the moment that's blended with alcohol, and let's see how that paints. All right, guys, what we're going to do is the next one, I think I'll do a different color. I was going to do the same, but show you that we're using alcohol here. I'm going to go ahead and we'll do the red. Let's do the red with the isopropyl. And you can see it doesn't really do anything like the other one. Let me pour it into the airbrush here. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, I can tell I'm going to like this red. It's that anodized red, kind of like my Nocturne. Look at this. Oh yeah, it's spraying beautiful with the rubbing alcohol. All right. Look at this. Let's try and get down the top here. Doing like a reverse zenithal here. Should just went straight down, right? You just want to get into the neck area and all that. Lit is just about done. This covered really good. Don't know if I can get it darker. It just seems like this is the shade of it. It's a beautiful color, though. I really like this red. And it's performing really good with the alcohol. It's not running. It's not beating up. I think we're good here. He's looking great. Can we get his hand in there? I think we can. Look at this. It won't run at all. That's awesome. It sprays really good. Oh, man. All right. Let me get all the rest of the colors done. Let me clean out the airbrush. I'm going to try cleaning it out with alcohol because, you know, I just thinned it with alcohol. And personally, their stuff smells like it. So that's what I'm going to do. And let me get all these to dry. Let me do all the colors. And then we're going to meet you right back at the bench right now to check them all out. All right, back at the bench. Great results. A really good paint. Here is the green. It's here. It couldn't fit on the camera, so I got it here. So this is brushed. I wrote brushed under it, so we didn't forget. This is not brushed, airbrushed. This is with their thinner. I ended up going, half of these are their thinner. The other half is alcohol, starting with the red. No real difference. To tell you the truth, there was no real difference. So here is brushed. Now, brushed, obviously, much darker and heavier, but it brushed beautifully. Look at it. No detail lost. I'm going to paint my finger. Look at that. And here it is airbrushed. It's a bit lighter. Let's hold them up. So it is going to go on heavier when you brush it. I imagine, is it over black? No, black didn't really change it that much. See it? So I guess let it dry, get another heavy coat on it. You could probably achieve this color. But I happen to like the lighter color. I like that steel anodized look. But that's the green. That's over the gray. That's over black. But there you go, brushed and airbrushed. Let's go with the rest. Let's get these guys out of the way. We have here gold. Over black, over gray. Not much of a difference there at all, but a very good looking gold. All right. 1 second, let me clean off my thumb here. Just like magic. It's clean. Wear gloves, both of them. I had only one hand with a glove. What color we have next here? Gunmetal. All right, check that out. Beautiful, beautiful. And they sing a lot of praises here with their on the site for it can be masked, it dries quickly, it's just every positive you can think of. Yeah, you can put mask, you can work, you can spray it over anything. Other paints, lacquers can go on top of it. This is a great color. What is this? Burnt iron. Look at this color. The little soldier guys here, really, these Warhammer guys, they show it off the best. Look at that. Burnt iron. I'll get rid of the spoons. We'll just leave these soldiers up here. How's that? There we go. That presents better. All right, what we got next? Copper. Over black, over gray. Not much of a difference. Looks like it's lighter over the black. That's copper. What do we have here? Aluminum. There we go. This is my favorite, I think. It's just this bright, super even. It's just a great color. Oh, we lost his shield. Look at that. He is not the shield hero. There we go. Oh, so this is it over the gray and over black. Not much of a difference. But it's terrific looking on the soldier. Look at that. All right, next up is gold pink. You'd think it would have been pink gold. But this is the only one I did two colored soldiers, black and the gray, because when I sprayed the black spoon, the difference was staggering. So gray, black. So I went ahead and, let's get these out of the way. I went ahead and did the soldiers in each. This is over the gray. You can see the gray right there. And this is over black primer. So with that one, you're going to get two completely different colors based on the primer, but not the rest. Just this one. And tell you the truth, this is probably the color it is, because that's pink gold, or gold pink. See it? You don't get that on this. Next up is obviously red. This one I know for sure was sprayed with the rubbing alcohol, but look at how nice, even, it dried nice. Again, over the spoons, not much of a difference. Black and gray. It's a beautiful, fine metallic red. The spoon's over here. Next up is steel. Steel. This is the same over both spoons. Oh, it's a little, nah, not really. It looks like it was lighter over the gray, but it isn't really. That's him here. On camera, he probably looks different, but in person, oh, you can see it. How much lighter the aluminum is. Get that word right. Look at that. So yeah, you can see it. And this was what, gunmetal? It's closer to the gunmetal, but still different. Yeah, they're all different. But look at that. All right. What is next? Brass. Wow, this is a really nice color too. All the same. Isn't it weird that just that pink gold one is the only one that showed differently? All the rest sprayed the same over any color. All right, here is the blue. Otoke blue. Now this one, bit of a shade difference here with the black and the gray. Little bit. This is over gray. It really showed it off nice. Wow, this is another great looking color. Wow. And last but not least, plain old silver. Little brighter over the gray. Not much though. It's close to my favorite here, the Alum. A little bit brighter, a little bit of more of a shine. You can tell right here. And that is it. I think I might spray some candy colors on top, like a lacquer, and put their theory to the test that you can spray lacquers or even said enamels on top. I think it said enamels for the one reason most panel liners are enamels. Let's get our green guy out here. We need a representation of the green dude. There he is. Now we got them all. All right, there you go, guys. That is the test. A big thumbs up to this paint. Not the biggest fan of Ammo's original acrylic line. I'm not an acrylic guy anyway, but I wasn't crazy about theirs. It just didn't spray great. But this one does. They're onto something here. Now, a little inside information here. I am working with someone with their acrylic line, and I've tested it, and it's out in August, and it sprays even better than these. It's literally like you're spraying a lacquer. Information will come very soon on that because the release date is coming up quickly, and so be on the lookout for that. But these are good. This is a thumbs up paint. You can buy the colors individually. They're about $3.50, $3.80 a bottle, cheap. The set, even though it said $50 on the box, I looked it up. I paid $40. So I don't know what. Maybe this is in the store on the internet where I ordered it. I think Mega Hobby, and I got it for $39. So $39 for them. Good price to get that nice full range. Anyway, that is the test. Great paint. Fully endorse this. This is a great paint. I love it. Anyway, guys, that is the test. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. This just came in glow-in-the-dark Rust-Oleum. This was not cheap. It was like 18 bucks for this can. One of my patrons asked for golden white. They said this is one of the best whites out there. So I ran to Michael's and bought that little bottle. And don't forget, coming up also is the Flawless lacquer. I have clear gloss and clear matte to test. That's coming up too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thumbs up the video, please. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell for so you know when we put up new videos. Anyway, guys, listening to Master Plan. Fantastic metal album. This is melodic metal at its best. This is Aeronautics. This is their second album. Some guys left Halloween. And there he is, that Roland. Yep, Roland Gropow, the guitarist from Halloween. Formed this band with my favorite lead singer, Yorn. And this is a tour de force of melodic metal. An absolute must-own if you're into metal. That is a fantastic album. Asia, probably my favorite band. I have several favorite bands. Alan Parsons Project, believe it or not, is probably my favorite band. Even all this metal I listen to. Blind Guardian, the whole catalog is awesome. They've been around for about 40 years. All great stuff. Anyway, guys, that is the test. We will see you soon, guys. I want you guys to have a great rest of the day. God bless you all. Have a great day.